Law, order, ethics and AMP. The human ledger core theme this volume is not about magic as illusion but magic as discernment. It explores hidden systems, quiet coercion, economic traps, psychological warfare, ethical failure at scale, and the slow awakening of humanity to how deeply interconnected it all is. The wizard is no longer chasing mysteries. He is sorting truth from manipulation. The pillars of the 2026 book: trafficking and AMP. Illicit flows, not just people, but pharmaceuticals, weapons, data, identities, labor, time, attention. The wizard recognizes trafficking as a systems disease, not just a crime. Anything that strips consent and hides the ledger is trafficking. Digital honey traps and AMP. Extortion. You described this perfectly. And it must be addressed with clarity and compassion. Key ideas. Emotional intimacy, weaponized social media as a leverage engine, shame as currency, silence as ransom, wizard's law. Never negotiate with coercion. Cut the circuit. Withdraw energy. This is where the wizard becomes a teacher, not a judge. The scam economy. The wizard catalogs what most people feel but can't articulate. Medicaid abuse, SNAP fraud, corporate subsidies disguised as aid, NGOs laundering legitimacy, bureaucratic leakage, not to shame, but to repair the pipe. Doge and the audit awakening. Whether literal or symbolic, the idea matters. Audits as sunlight, asset recovery versus punishment, accountability without vengeance, wizard's observation. The real theft was not money, it was trust. Criminal justice versus human justice. The wizard draws a line. Crime does not equal evil, poverty does not equal failure, survival does not equal moral defect. He examines over-incarceration, psychiatric neglect, homelessness as a policy outcome, not a character flaw. Housing inflation as engineered scarcity, economic strain and AMP. The multi-job reality. This is the heartbeat of the book. People are exhausted, fragmented, always, almost okay. The wizard explores guaranteed income, UBI, Nasara-like ideas, dignity-based economics, work that heals instead of extracts, deep state, secrecy and AMP. Disclosure fatigue, not conspiracy for entertainment, but psychological load. Too much truth at once causes mood swings, apathy, anxiety, disorientation. Wizard's warning. Disclosure without integration is another form of harm. Cosmic noise and AMP. Symbolic events, comets, spacecraft, rumors, remote viewing, leaks, counter leaks. The wizard sees these not as threats but mirrors. When the sky gets loud, it's because the ground is unstable. Opening chapter. Chapter 1. The private office. The wizard sat alone in his private office as the calendar quietly turned to 2026. No alarms sounded. No portals opened. No messengers arrived. Just a low hum, the kind that lives beneath too much information. Stacks of reports lay untouched. Screens flickered with headlines that contradicted themselves every 15 minutes. Scandals overlapped. Revelations cannibalized revelations. Everyone was exposed. Nothing was resolved. The wizard rubbed his eyes, not from age, but from oversight. He had seen too much to panic and too much to celebrate. People were tired now. Not ignorant, overloaded. Truth had arrived without instructions. Outside his window, the city moved like a system trying to remember why it was built in the first place. New buildings rose while tents multiplied beneath them. Wealth flowed upward while stress leaked everywhere else. He opened his journal and wrote a single line. This is not the end of secrecy. It is the beginning of responsibility. The wizard knew something most did not yet understand. The real work of disclosure is not exposing villains. It is teaching discernment, restoring dignity, and repairing trust. This book would not accuse. It would map. Not to punish the world, but to help it untangle itself. He closed the journal. The year had begun. And so had the reckoning, but this time, guided by ethics, not fear. Global Robotics Corporation, Robert Colee.